Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Data Science Nerd. So today we are going to discuss SQL subqueries or what we call as nested queries also. So before we begin, please do subscribe my channel and like the video if you like my content, okay? So let's begin. So first we will see what is subqueries, okay? So subqueries, I talk about subqueries. So pardon me for my like writing, I'm writing with the mouse, okay? So what are subqueries? So if you see that what are subqueries, so subqueries are basically I will enter a text box. So subqueries are it is like queries inside a query. Okay, subqueries are queries inside a query. Queries inside a query. What we call as nested query also. Okay. So why we give these query inside a query? So these are some conditional queries where we will fetch our data for a particular condition. For example, let's say I have a table, let's say sales table is there and some sales ID is there. So I want a particular thing like let's say sales amount or something like that. So let's say if I'm taking sales amount, I want that sales amount only for a particular sales ID. Okay. So what we will do, or let's say I want a sales amount of all IDs greater than or sales amount of a particular ID. Okay. So how we will give it? We will give in a nested query. So we will see this in live example. Okay. Let's move to some example. Let's say SQL subqueries. So let's say open this website. Okay. SQL subqueries. Now see, here's check this. What is given? We have the following two tables, students and marks with common field student ID. So this is a student table, this is a marks table. Okay, and what is common between the two? The common is student ID. Now we want to write a query to identify all students who get better marks than the students they see. We want to see some particular object from our table or some particular column from our project for a particular condition. See this. Identify all students who get better marks than that of the student whose student ID is. That means we want students, the marks of students of all whose marks are greater than the marks of student ID V002. Okay. See, for example, select from marks where student ID is this. If this is our only second example, where see only this one whose student ID is greater than whose student ID is V002. So these query, what this query will do, it will fetch the marks of this student ID. But what we want is we want all students who get better marks. So now what we will do, we will write a second query. It is like a query inside a query. So let's see. So select student ID, student name and total marks from student A, marks B, both tables we have given. Now see, the common column was student ID. So what they have done, where A dot student ID is equal to B dot student ID, and now this particular condition, now you will get this easily. See, and B dot total marks is greater than what? Then this nested query. That means this is the first query and this is a query inside a query. See, where total marks is greater than, select total marks from marks where student ID is 0002, means the marks of this student ID. So whatever marks this student ID has got, V002, we will fetch all records for those students whose total marks are greater than this. Okay. So see, this is a very visual presentation for this. Okay, pictorial representation. So see, this is like a tree chart. Okay, algebra tree. See, it is written. So algebra tree is like one, then we go to a second, then if we have some another condition for second table also, then we will go to third. Like this we will keep going on. So these are like some nested queries where we will see, this is the syntax of it: select from table. Now where we will give this operator, so in where condition we will give like this expression, then select list from table, okay, for that particular condition. So let's see some examples. Okay, this came to the same page. Okay, so let's say we will see this. Okay, if we want to update the order ID in new order table with 15 Jan 10, which has the difference of order amount and advance amount less than the minimum amount of order table from the SQL. Okay, so see what it is used here. This is sample table new order. What we want to update new order. Okay, update the order date in new order. So for what we will write first, update then table name. Okay, update then table name. Then what we want to change, order date. Then we will write it set order date. Set is also expression. Okay, so set is a predefined expression or a statement. So set order date as 15th January. Now see the second condition, which have the difference of order amount and advance amount. Now wait till here, where order amount minus advance amount is less than. Okay, now go to the next topic, like next statement, less than the minimum order amount of order tables. So now order, this one order amount minus advance amount is less than, then we will write a nested query or subquery: select minimum of order amount from order. See, this is what it is written. See, if you can read the question and divide the question in multiple parts, right, you can easily solve this problem. See, if you see this now, it is very easy, but while solving it, while reading this question, you might get that this is very complex problem or we can't solve it like that, right? But if you see it, if you divide this question into four parts, you will get very easy. See, update table name, set what we want to set the column, then where condition, then the nested query. Okay, see how easier this question has become. So for just like update, we have delete statement. So we have seen these statements in our subqueries and previous classes. Okay, in our clause statements and the operators also. In the last class we saw DDL commands. Okay, please go and watch this that lecture. You will get some like basics of all these things. Okay, so don't forget to watch and please subscribe the channel. Okay, so these are some examples that we are discussing. Okay, so for example, now we will see some other things also. Let's see some other examples also. So 2 3 examples, if you see, you will become expert in it. Okay, so let's say first example. So what it is written. So for example, let's see this query. Don't see anything what is written. Don't forget this question or anything. Just see this query. Select star from customer where age is equal to select minimum of age from customers. So tell me what this query is doing, if you can tell. So what it is doing, it is showing the records from customer age of minimum age. So see, select star from customer. So all select star means all data from customer for what? For where age is equal to. So let's say there are many ages in present like 14, 13, 16, 18, 20 like that. So only that minimum age. So minimum, for example, there is a minimum age 10. Okay. So for that age is equal to 10, it will automatically show all the records. Okay. So this is a SQL subquery. See, these are two queries. Okay. See, select minimum of age from customer is one query and select star from customer is one query. We have combined these two queries in a subquery format. Okay. Query inside a query. So it is like subquery also. So today we will see SQL case also. Okay. Case statement. What are case statement? So for example, we will see. So case statement, you know, right? So for example, if I tell you, we use in Python, if you are aware of some basics or any language like C++, Java, any basic language you are aware of. So some in basics also, we what we do, we write if condition this then else, if else, if else, we give many multiple condition, right? Similarly, in SQL we give case statement. Okay, so for example here what we are going select customer ID first name. These two things we have selected. Now we will give case statement. Case statement is what? When age is greater than or equal to 18, then allowed. Index can vote from customers. So what it is doing? It is showing us the customer ID and first name from customer table, and this is the case statement that we are getting. When age is greater than 18, then allowed. So this is, see, this is giving a, this is like a string. Okay, string. If age will come as greater than or equal to 18, it will give us allowed, and it does can vote. So when you search these data, right, it will give you whether the customer can vote or not. Okay, so let's say, see, okay, it is given here. I'm not like see this. Say customer name, first name, index. So what it ends as? Can vote, allowed, 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 allowed. So it will create a new column as can vote, and what it will enter? It will enter as allowed. So when age is greater than or equal to 18, it will show as allowed. Okay, see this like this. So this is case statement. So this case statement is similar to what we do in that if else statement. Okay. So if let's say there are multiple case statement, when age is greater than 18, then allowed. Then when age is greater than 25, then something. So this is for voting condition. That's why it is written like greater than or equal to 18. But still, let's say we are going to divide on the basis of some category age wise. So let's say if when case is greater than or when age is greater than or equal to 18 and less than or equal to 25, then there is a category called category 1. Then there is a, then 25 to 35, 35 to 45, like that. If we keep dividing, right, case, and we keep giving when condition overall, and then in dash some category. So while we give this, so once this age category is come as, like here it will create a column category, and if it comes as, for example, the age of John comes as 18 to 25, then it will put it into category 1, then category 2, then category 3. Similarly we can divide all these condition based on the case statement. Okay, so this is how we use, see, it is written here, case statement is equally used to check condition and perform task on each row while selecting data. So it is similar to like in Python we use like if else condition. Okay, so here we are using case statement for this. So these are some like basic things that I wanted to show you. This was the exact query was pending from the last classes, so I just wanted to cover that also. And case statement also I have covered. Okay, so like majority of we are going good in our data, like database lectures and SQL classes. Also we have discussed some basic classes. So I already told you that after I cover basic, we will perform some join live queries. Okay, on HackerRank we will try to solve some complex problems, and we will see like step by step we will do like this only. Okay, so because we need to practice this on HackerRank or any other platform, so that we can get better into it. So once you practice joins, right, like we are, when we'll become good at joins, you will be able to like crack any interview easily of SQL or data analytics interview. Okay, or like for example you apply for a SQL developer or data analytics business analyst. So these things, the SQL is like very important, I have already told you. So keep practicing these things and just use Google. Okay, just don't just keep learning theories and theories. Okay, just see, just without any seeing anything. See, when once you see any query, right, you must get to know the question that what is being asked without seeing the question. Okay, so just try to see some examples here and then solve some problems on HackerRank also. So just make your profile and try to solve some basic problems. There is a level wise problems categorized there. Okay, from easy you can start and just keep practicing. Okay, and see some examples also like this. So once you start doing this, right, so within 1 or 2 months you will become like very good in SQL. I keep saying this, that practice more and learn less theory, because once you practice more, right, you will keep learning theories automatically. You might think that I am not learning any theory, I am not aware of, but when you once you see these examples, and when you see why select is used, why case is used, why when used, why index is used, why from is used, So once you keep searching these things, right, that what are these statement, why it is used, so you will keep learning theories also by practicing examples and solving problems. Okay, so okay friends, just please like keep learning fast, and do subscribe my channel if you are liking my content. And we will meet tomorrow also for the next class where we will practice some examples. Okay, so thanks a lot, and have a good day, friends.